I love I love this. This is Grok 4 scoring 35% on humanity's last exam, 45% if they're using their reasoning model. Let me read this about humanity's last exam. It's a challenging AI benchmark developed by the Center for AI Safety and Scale AI, consists of 3,000 expert-crafted multimodal questions across 100 subjects, including mathematics, physics, biology, medicine, humanities, social sciences, and more. Humanity's last exam tests the limits of an AI at the frontier of human knowledge. And I found this interesting, that the questions are crowdsourced from nearly 1,000 experts globally.
If you're a listener and you got an extra minute, you got to look up the actual exam and look at a couple of the questions. I defy anyone to answer a single question. I mean, unless you're the world's leading expert on that particular, there's questions from physics, from math, from philosophy, from history, covers every area. But I defy you to answer one question correctly. It is so hard. And this test is supposed to last like 10 years.
Yeah.
I have the counterpoint on all this.
Please.
I find this mostly irrelevant. Okay? And the reason I say that is this feels to me like asking a question like, oh my God, that calculator can make a calculation way faster than a human being with a piece of paper and a pencil doing long division. Well, of course it can't. So what? I think that's true. And to Dave's point, I looked up a few questions, right? One of them is there a God? And you ask an AI that question and they give you the standard. Here's the different ways you could look at it. Monotheism versus deism versus atheism versus whatever. It's not clear if there's a God. You could take each point, depends on your personal perspective, It's a non-answer. If you looked up Wikipedia on any of these topics, you could kind of root through and find the answer and answer the question yourself. Some of the details ones, this is essentially like saying, we're automating Wikipedia. And so can you answer the question? Can Wikipedia answer these questions better than a human being? Of course it can, because it has all the data to do it. So having it be able to answer these questions does not really make that much of it. It doesn't feel meaningful to me at all. I think the really big question is, what do we do with it?
Yeah, no, I think you're onto something really, really important and interesting. And all the dystopians are like, oh my God, it's going to run away from us. And, but it actually, when you're using it at this level of intelligence, it feels exactly like Jarvis in an Iron Man movie where, Tony Stark is saying, here's what we need to do. And Jarvis is like, oh, I never thought of that, but I can create that for you. And it actually is behaving almost exactly the way they visualized it in that movie. And so when it ratchets up this curve and you ask it like, I need to design a protein that does exactly this, or I need to design a new type of bicycle that does exactly this, it gives you great, great answers back and does the work for you. But it never has, the word reasoning is being really bastardized when we talk about what's happening in reasoning here is iterative reprompting of the same old thing, which squeezes more performance out of it. But it's not really like human reasoning and brainstorming. And so it's kind of a bummer that we borrowed the word reasoning to describe what's going on here. But it is so useful as a tool for a creative person. And
100% to do actions and get things done and do almost any unimaginable thing faster and faster. Huge. For example, I've got a lot of pain in my shoulder. So I had an MRI done as to what was going on. It's taking me weeks to get a doctor's appointment. I uploaded it into an AI and it's given me the answer in 2 seconds. That kind of speed of decision making and getting to conclusions will be invaluable going forward.
Mm-hmm.
The speed of getting to outcomes and decisions and getting things done, the speed of that will accelerate radically, which is fantastic. And now it comes down to what do you want to accomplish? And I think that's the bigger questions that we're going to start pondering.